Howdy, 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 y'all. Welcome back to the Miscellaneous channel. Today we're gonna be walking around, damos una vuelta, around the Estadio or stadium area of Medellin, Colombia. These videos were taken during the time of the coronavirus COVID-19, so you may notice quite a smaller amount of people around. And there's also the climate, the air quality. And they claim that the swimming pools that you're seeing here were closed for a week. A really nice swimming area. Been there, as you see, many pools, international Olympic full-size pools. Lots of classes going on for kids other times that I've been here. You can see really cool holes there. You can actually see into the pool. You can spy on people while they're swimming. Also really cool to work on your technique. So I find swimming's a really, really awesome full body exercise that's not so much impact on all your joints. And it's nice. You can check out your style and your form and technique with the coach there. You can see here, this is near downtown Medellin. There's a metro stop. You can see the metro cruising by there. The metro stop is called Estadio, or stadium in English. The metro moves around many, many thousands of people every day. This is a really easy spot to get to. Outside of the swimming area, you'll see we've got the soccer stadium, the actual real big stadium where the local teams play soccer, and the Colombian football, Liga Águila, the local league. Medellin's got a few teams in the area. Some of the suburbs nearby, like Envigado, have their own team as well. And then in Medellin, you got two big ones. One's Atletico, Nacional, and they're the green. And their little speech is "Soy de verde, soy feliz." Like, I'm green, I'm happy for Atletico Nacional. So you'll see lots of green around this area. And AN for Atletico Nacional. Actually won the Copa Libertadores a little while ago, which is the main cup and soccer competition between the different teams from all the Latin American countries. The other big team in Medellin is DIM, or DIM, the Deportivo. That's from Medellin. So they're red. So if you see some red around, you'll notice that they're the other big team in Medellin. And, of course, they are tooth and nail rivals, the red versus the green. Also in this Estadio stadium area, see a whole bunch of other buildings, really pretty fountains, random open air stage areas where I've seen folks pop up a quick Zumba class or Roomba and do some dancing, bring their own loudspeaker and start a dance class right here in this open area early in the mornings on the weekends or later in the evenings on the weekdays. And then you've also got a bunch of buildings around that have all sorts of other sports activities that go down in them, like wrestling and taekwando. And it's just a really nice open area that obviously doesn't have streets and to cars and traffic running through, so it's generally a pretty quiet and chill place to walk around, especially these days, since right now Colombia has shut their borders for the first time that I can remember, and no foreigners are allowed in. So I am one of the lucky gringos that's here for a few more days, looking at the zombie apocalypse as people are hunkered down, sheltering in place, and doing what they can in Latin America, since those COVID-19 cases may grow here. We'll see in the future. Come back and reflect on this and see whether the testing was accurate in a third world country like here in Colombia and Latin America. Cases seem to be increasing. However, I believe there are 4 places could actually test for it last I saw. So if that thing survives in the heat, then everyone will get it here pretty quick, since of course metros and buses are jam-packed. You're standing up. So unfortunately anything that spreads easily is gonna get around real quick. We've been walking around the football stadium, doing a full lap around there, una vuelta, and you see this is the place where all the pregame goes down. So you got a lot of little restaurants and bars, and this is one of the other rooms. It's kind of sport arenas. You can see on the inside of this one kind of what they're like, what goes down. Said some of them have taekwondo or boxing or wrestling. So like this one specifically is gymnastics, and so you see you got a nice open area, a bunch of kids practicing their gymnastics, jumping around into foam pits, practicing their backflips, cartwheels, somersaults, etc. As we cruise back to the salida, or the exit, I cruise by more of these restaurant bar areas that, you can believe me, they are packed on game day. The last time I went to a game, we were playing against a team from Bogota, and you were not allowed to have any alcohol or beer or anything in the stadium. So you can imagine here the pregame and all these little bars and restaurants. That's where everyone throws down their beverage of choice before they go into the arena. Around here, really popular, the burning fire water, aka aguardiente. That's one of the popular drinks around here. Very high alcohol. Personally, my own opinion, not my favorite beverage to drink around here. I heard rumors from a local friend that the alcohol for that now is just imported from Chile, and just they don't even know necessarily what it is. Hard grain alcohol, ethanol, methanol, make you blind, who knows? It's basically really just pure alcohol, and it's such a culture thing that, you know, people are so proud of it and they drink it. And I'll tell you from my experience, after drinking that stuff, don't feel so good the next day. Throat, heart, kidneys, lungs, livers, everything. Generally, I avoid that these days. See, there's a nice little track here as we're walking around the whole football, soccer stadium. Just see folks cruising around doing laps on their bikes, on their scooters. I'll even see some people cruising around on all sorts of wheeled stuff, or roller blades or roller skates. Some people run around and do laps, even though, as I said earlier, the majority of the facilities here, like all those swimming pools, were closed on this day of filming. I was told it was due to the calidad de aire, the air quality. But that doesn't scare folks from getting out for heavy exertion. You gotta get out and exercise somewhere. Sadly, they even closed all gyms during coronavirus COVID-19. So you gotta get out and keep your immune system trained, work it out somewhere, like I'm doing here with this lovely walk around the whole Estadio area, coming up on the tennis courts area. See some nice courts there. I believe they're clay correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section. The people playing tennis, lots of courts, singles, doubles action. It's a big government project here. As you see the courts there, or canchas. Really nice street art. Earlier we saw the green for one of the teams from Medellin. Here you see some red for the other really well-known team from Medellin. See a bunch of lights up above. This place lights up at night. There's even baseball stadiums. That's right, they play baseball here. Softball. Particularly this day was surprisingly empty. You had one Honda CRV parked in that parking lot. Nevertheless, a wonderful day for a tour to walk around with very little traffic. I've heard that there is now pico y placa, where they're now blocking cars from being in the city based off your license plates, based on the day. And so if your license plate, say, ends in 7, like that, you can't drive on Mondays, something like that. I've heard of a similar thing years ago when I traveled and visited the Philippines and around Manila, and yeah, the whole country where my whole mom's side of the family is from. The Philippines, I was told they had that issue, and then everyone just buys another car. I mean, if you got enough money, I guess you just buy multiple cars, and then you can drive every day of the week. Have that guy help you keep your parking spot safe. So we cruise across the street from the Estadio. You see there are lots of construction, always people building. This is a city with lots of movement, always expanding. See how the economy fares in the tourist industry, since this whole country has been banning tourists for the last few days. The effects may not be felt for a little while, but generally it already feels quite a bit more empty to me, which is nice, chilled and relaxed. See, there's always plenty of taxis available here. It's another lesson I learned here. The taxi is incredibly cheap. I never doubt to take one. It's like just a couple bucks to get anywhere you need. Well, that's everything in our tour of the Medellin Estadio in Colombia, where there are lots of sports activities going on. Remember to like and subscribe and ring that bell so you get all those notifications. Help out your YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment below. Once again, hasta luego. Thank you for watching and subscribing. We'll catch you in the next one.